Hi everybody. In the previous video, I demonstrated the GPS application, and in this video I'm going to present the Shake application that uses the accelerometer. It uses two classes. One is a custom Shake event listener, which implements a sensor event listener, and what pretty much what happens is that it checks changes within the sensor, and then after comparing total movement of the different axes of the accelerometer, if it's greater than your threshold, which is min force in this situation, if it's greater than your threshold, then it pretty much says that there's been a shake, that the device has been shaked. And here's the main activity, which uses a sensor manager. It implements a sensor event listener. It creates a sensor manager, a variable to hold the event listener, and a variable to hold the accelerometer. And just like in the GPS class, or GPS project, all of the meat of the code is actually, or the meat of the class is actually inside the on create, which assigns the sensor manager to a sensor service, gives the listener a new Shake event listener, which is our event listener that was created in that class down there, and then takes that sensor listener and then assigns it and calls on Shake listener and gives it the function on Shake. So like I said, once the total movement is greater than your min force, it knows that a shake has happened, and it'll reset the shake parameters to check again for another one. But once it passes that threshold, then on shake gets called from within that shake listener, and it'll give you a pop-up just saying shake detected. When the game, well, it's not really a game. When the application is closed or just paused, then it'll stop listening for shake event, for that shake event from the sensor manager, primarily for battery purposes. And then when the game resumes, then it'll start back listening to the accelerometer. Sensor change, then accuracy change, excuse me, they didn't have to be used for this. So we're gonna cut away from this and demonstrate the application on my Nexus 7 tablet.